And what's up, everyone? Steve Montoya with our national football editor, Zack Poff. Zack, we're going to be looking at the Indiana All-State team, some good players in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of dudes that were on that 6A state champ team Center Grove and 5A state champ team Cathedral on this list. So we'll go ahead and pull it up here, man. Nathan Mccahill, I love this kid at quarterback for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And that's where you got to start, right off at the top. He threw for over 2,800 yards this season, 36 TDs. You're looking at the running backs there. You got Amarian Dixon. He rushed for over 4,000 yards in his career, 52 total TDs. And then you got to look over on the offensive line. These are the guys that make it all happen, open up those holes for sure. Blake Fisher, he's a four-star kid committed to Notre Dame. Donovan McCauley there, you see all-purpose player. He's an Indiana commit at the quarterback spot, a dual threat. So Zach, we're looking at the offensive side of the ball. Who are we hitting on your side right here?
Yeah, the guy I brought up at the beginning, man, the big-time quarterback from Cathedral High School, Nathan Mccahill. He's one of the most underrated quarterbacks. In the 5A state championship win over Zionsville, he threw for over 300 yards and had 5 touchdowns, had over 3,000 yards passing this year, and had 41 touchdowns. I can tell you this, any team that needs a quarterback, Power 5, D1, D2, give Nathan Mccahill a call. This is a guy who knows how to win big games. You look at Cathedral's schedule this year, they rolled in and beat 3 powerhouse programs from Ohio. They also nearly beat Center Grove in a game that went down to the wire. It was the only loss they had all season. But the bigger the game, the bigger the moment for Nathan Mccahill, and he shined this year. I'm super impressed with what he did this year, and he's definitely going to be in contention to be named Mr. Football for Indiana.
For sure. What a stud right there. All right, let's look at the defensive side of the ball right here. These guys are making plays all year as well. Defense wins championship. And we're going to start right there. You see some big names. You see Cooper Jones right there. This kid's 6'6", defensive end. He's an Indiana commit right there. You see the linebackers and Luke Marsh there from Western Boone, a senior. And now we'll flip it over to the secondary and the defensive backs. Dalen Carnell, you see right there. He's a safety, and he is a Missouri commit. So these guys were holding up the secondary positions all year long in the state of Indiana. Zach, what stands out here?
Caden Curry, man, he's one of the baddest dudes in the class of 2022, defensive lineman from Center Grove. He led the charge on defense, man. He might only be a junior, but he's one of the best players in the country regardless of class. He's a top 100 player overall from the class of 2022 and #1 rated player in Indiana. This defense did not allow more than 14 points in any single game. Center Grove's had a couple of big-time teams in the past, but this one might be the best because of how dominant they were on defense. And also, I got to give a shout-out to my guy on the other side of the ball real quick, Carson Steele, one of the most underrated running backs in the country. Center Grove well represented on the Indiana All-State team for a reason, Steve.
All right, congratulations to all those making the All-State team in the state of Indiana. You can find the full list on MaxPreps.com. That's Zack Poff. I'm Steve Montoya. Thanks for joining us here on MaxPreps and CBS Sports HQ.